Hello YouTube and welcome to an all-new Elder Scrolls lore video. Today we're talking about prostitution on Tamriel, what the customs around it are, how it works and which laws govern it. Man, after making videos on procreation, STD, slavery and now this, I reckon YouTube monetization must really love me. So, prostitution, often called the world's oldest profession, is a part of almost any fantasy world in either a big or small way. The Elder Scrolls series is no exception, as nearly all the games in the series have some form of prostitution going on, from the bigger and clear examples in Daggerfall, to the smaller and more vague allusions made to it in later games. Now, I singled out Daggerfall specifically there, as most of the information that we have concretely on prostitution in the Elder Scrolls universe comes from that game. You see, Daggerfall quite literally had prostitute NPCs walking around in the world, and although the player wasn't able to pay for their services, their presence in the world indicates that prostitution is very much a thing in the Elder Scrolls universe. And not only do they walk around in Daggerfall's world, but both sources from Daggerfall and the Morrowind era confirm the existence of a prostitute guild, which was officially sanctioned in the Empire by the Imperial government under the Guild Act of the year 321 of the Second Era. This act gave life to the Fighters Guild most famously, but other guilds as well, such as a Cobblers Guild, Scribes Guild, Architects Guild, Ratcatchers Guild, and even a Prostitute Guild. Now we know that this guild was a quite large organization, specifically in the province of High Rock, because we know from in-game books that in the province of High Rock they were quite well established. The different kingdoms and city-states of High Rock all had their own chapter of the Prostitute Guild, located in buildings with rooms to retreat in with clients, and all efficiently led by a mistress who had guards to protect her girls as they worked. We know from the mostly fictional story of Princess Talara that the city of Camlorn had a particularly large chapter of the guild. This chapter was located in a large, almost palace-like building, and that in this city it was also custom for the prostitutes of the guild to take the role of dancers in large parades around the city during festivities, as they were hired by the local government to perform for the population, who then got a good look at them, essentially. The local government would sometimes apparently even hire prostitutes of the guild to function as a mistress to the kings, dukes and other rulers of the region. Now, in terms of the other provinces, we have precious little information, but what we do know is that by the Third Era, in at least High Rock and Morrowind, prostitution was legal. You see, in Morrowind, in the city of Sauron, and also during the Second Era in the city of Ebonheart, there are inns that are quite obviously posing as brothels in the form of Sauron's House of Earthly Delights in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and the Ebony Flask Inn in Ebonheart in the Elder Scrolls Online. Something that we don't know, however, is whether the prostitutes working in these places in Morrowind are affiliated with the guild or not, or whether the guild even has a presence in Morrowind, considering that Morrowind has never had all the Imperial laws imposed upon it, if any, depending on the time period, because in some periods it hasn't been part of any empire. I also heard that in Valenwood, somewhere in the Elder Scrolls Online, there's also one of these brothel inns, but if it is, I wasn't able to find it unfortunately, so take that one with a grain of salt. Apparently it's in the corner of Malabal Tor, but yeah, I didn't find any clue to that. Now, a final thing that we know is that in the Elder Scrolls universe, both men and women work as prostitutes, while in Daggerfall and Morrowind, only women can be seen, from what I have seen of the games at least. In the Elder Scrolls Online, we see both men and women working at the inns, which functions as a brothel essentially. Well, that's basically all that I can say about prostitution in the Elder Scrolls universe, and I hope you learned something. But before I end this video, allow me to say that I hope to see you again in the next Elder Scrolls lore video, and allow me to thank my top Patreon supporters: Bernardo Binda, Gabriel Binda, Polaris Putin, Athena Hyotis, Andrew Jordan, Doji, Fenrir, Sort of Bushido, Sar Mikhail, and Mr. Christmas. It's thanks to these people and all the others on screen that this channel stays alive and that I can make videos like this, and for that I am very grateful. That said, I hope to see you all in the next Elder Scrolls lore video. Bye bye.